What's this? Another episode of the Comic Conspiracy? No, your ears are not lying to you. There's 2 episodes tonight. Hello, everyone. This is episode 216B. All new, all different comics conspiracy.
Point for Bryce.
Oh, yeah, point 1. This is
or point all new, all different now, or whatever.
This is the all new, all different comics conspiracy, episode 216.1. There we go. For the week of also June 30th, 2015. My name is Ryan Higgins, who is continuously here with me this week.
Brock Sager. Bryce.
Bryce, sorry, you only got halfway through your list, man. Next week, couple weeks, we'll do
I'm
it.
going to sneak it in during this episode. You watch.
Oh, jeez.
Old man Logan.
Jumping on the open mic because Toby's MIA.
Oh, Lane.
Hello, Lane.
Hello.
And Charlie.
And we also have a very special guest down the far end.
Ryan Hess.
And Erick Pena.
Hello, guys. Now, when Bryce is talking 50 miles an hour, wait, 50 miles an hour, that's actually slow. When he's talking 150 miles an hour, just stick your hand up and I'll call on you and Bryce will stop, okay? Other than that, like you said, he's a fast-moving train. Don't get in front of this guy, okay? All right.
I've been able to raise my hand.
Now, we are here to talk about the all-new, all-different Marvel. They officially released their book. A lot of this leaked over the weekend. A lot of this stuff got announced. Because Bryce is here, I have to read this.
Do it.
On June 3rd, Marvel published...
You bastard.
Marvel published a thing on their website that's still up called The Future of Marvel Takes Shape, in which the all-new, all-different Marvel previews, which is what we're going to be talking about here for the next while.
Which will be available at your local comic book shop for free if they actually got it.
Exactly. 64-page full-color magazine coming to comic shops July 1st. So, this says from Marvel Senior Vice President Sales and Marketing, the arch nemesis of all comic book retailers, David Gabriel. He says, this is a great way to reward fans who visit their local comic shops. This is we are thrilled to say... we are thrilled to say thank you by officially revealing the all-new, all-different Marvel directly to you. Ryan gets it. Yeah. To those customers found in comic shops. Now, this unique strategy ensures that the largest number of active comic shop customers are reached first, driving those fans into comic shops to stick their hands in the exciting free print. And then they do say at one point here, let me go back up to the top, where it says, this epic magazine features your first real look into the all-new, all-different Marvel. No daily teasers. No scouring the internet for multiple announcements. So over the last week, daily teasers that made you scour over the internet for multiple announcements have appeared on every comic book website from Marvel announcing a good chunk of these books, followed by a full leak over the weekend of basically all of these titles. So congratulations, Marvel. You're the fucking worst, okay? You literally have on your website, Bryce.
Don't you dare.
3 weeks ago, this article is still on their site saying this was only going to be available to comic shops. Now, leaks happen, I understand. But they specifically went exactly against what they promised retailers for what really at this point is a weekly occurrence, and announced the vast majority of the books outside comic book stores. Now, that said, I love money. I don't care about this at the end, so we are going to spend a few hours talking about all these books that you can now buy.
More money. Oh, my life is so tough. I'm following Marvel. They're the worst. But
now, hold on.
Twice as much money.
Now, hold on. The flip side of this is when this actually comes out and Bryce is like, but it's hurting my wallet so much.
Bryce missed the part of the conversation in the past podcast where I said, actually, for the first time in the history of the store, Marvel is outselling DC, at least dollar-wise, that we order.
In spite of your fucking best efforts, you bastard.
No, it rarely happens. We are generally extremely DC-heavy, and it's become much more even recently.
You're just not buying enough, Bryce.
Well, that and it's Star Wars.
So, right, it's Star Wars and Secret Wars.
It's X-Men 92, motherfucker.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
So
hashtag forearm.
So we're gonna discuss some of these books.
I don't think
here.
anyone got that.
Everyone, feel free to jump in. We have something to say. I will read the title or the creative team. And everyone should know, I guess, a little backstory if you don't know what this is. Marvel's going through Secret Wars right now, which is a big galaxy or universe-ending event, which everything is getting restarted with number ones, not rebooted, according to Marvel, and that appears to be the case. But lots of continuity is going to kind of merge. The Ultimate books are coming over. There will be some changes to various comics.
To say an R word.
Okay. And we are going to have the all-new, all-different Marvel Universe starting, well, sometime in October, we believe, as Secret Wars number 8 just got pushed back to October 10th, but we'll see what happens there.
Did you want to read us the list?
Oh, I got a list. I got a full list here. I got a list of books. I got a list of delayed books if you want to hear that too, and just how many weeks have all been delayed.
Yeah, not me and nobody else wants to hear that list.
It's the third time, if you really want to. But I'd rather just read from this giant, lovely magazine that you can get for free at Comics Conspiracy tomorrow. The very first book, Invincible Iron Man #1. This is going to be their marquee title, I assume, one of them, by Brian Michael Bendis and David Marquez. Now, this has been answers a question that I have asked for many years. How can Iron Man be Marvel's most important character in the movies and always and be generally a mid to poor level selling comic book for Marvel? Hopefully, this fixes it.
Well, you forgot to say the little quote at the bottom.
Oh, yeah. Also, whoever wrote this must have had just the worst day ever, and they're like, I'm going to fill this magazine with just the worst puns ever so people can just hate life more than they already hate it. Most
Was
of
it
them
written by you?
a lot-
Because you're the fucking biggest troll ever.
A lot of them are bad. Some of them are
This
actually
is fucking
perfectly
written
fine.
by some intern. Why don't you read the little comments at the bottom of every page just to be even more trolly than
I'm going
you
to.
are?
It works better if it's like you're reading it like it's a guy that was there overtime didn't get paid and he just like he wrote them all sarcastically.
In like 5 minutes.
Yes, exactly. This is written by some intern, and you're going to read them oh, God, this is really annoying.
I want
this...
Bryce to read them with all his energy, giving them the proper oomph.
Okay, I will.
Okay. What is Iron Man's tagline?
Invincible Iron Man. Ladies and gentlemen, upgrade.
just so everyone knows, the ladies and gentlemen's not
Yeah,
on there.
it's
It's only upgrade.
Well, it fucking would be if this college intern was more sophisticated.
So I'm excited for this. I think Bendis does great work. I know David
What?
Marquez.
Since when do you fucking think that Bendis
I've-
does great
I've
work?
turned-
You just said you think that he does great work.
I've turned much nicer on Bendis recently.
Well, I think that this is a good
I
step.
have. The last couple of years, I've really turned around on him.
Really? Tell me the
Yeah.
last book of his that you enjoyed. The last one.
Every issue of All New X-Men was really good. I've
Really?
said this
Tell me
multiple
what
times.
happened in All New X-Men.
Okay, except for the
Even remotely recently.
I have not read the last 2 issues.
Okay, that's a good start.
But I read the entire series. The kids come from the past during
so you
Battle
read
of the
number
Atom.
1. That's a good start.
And they the other future X-Men come back with the kid from Charles Xavier and
Okay, so
the
you read
future
number
Superdude.
10.
And then
I think they're on number 40.
Battle of the Atom stuff.
Oh,
and
number
then
12.
they end up splitting up and going to Cyclops, where half the group goes over to the Weapon X facility to go join Cyclops. Jean Grey and Angel start up a little romance there. What do you mean?
No, that's wrong. Jean Grey and Angel?
Sorry, it's X-23 and Angel.
okay.
X-23 and Angel. Sorry.
I don't even read this and I look at the covers. I know that.
Yeah, Cyclops takes off and goes to the Cyclops book. We're talking about this. This stuff is over. It doesn't matter. Anyway, yes, I like Bendis. I don't even know
you're only a couple years behind. You're doing great. Actually, that's better than you are on most DC books, so I should be giving you props.
I've read everything except for the last 2 issues. All the stuff with what the hell was the last big story? And there was a bunch of stuff with Iron Man
stuff.
Don't you fucking help him.
I'm
It's
gonna
Black
help him.
Vortex, you bastard.
Yeah, post Black
Well, it looked
Vortex.
like a fucking mirror.
It did.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Black Vortex? That doesn't make any sense. It was a total mirror.
So
They
next,
probably didn't want to copy the Batman book thing.
so next,
What was the Batman book?
Brock's got a comment.
Black Mirror was the...
Black Mirror? There was a Batman book called Black Mirror?
Yeah, phenomenal.
Really?
It's the first. It's
Yeah, it's the
first
original
Scott
Snyder stuff.
It's his first arc. Yeah.
In New 52 or
No,
pre-
it's
Pre.
the arc pre 52 before
Black
he took over
Mirror?
Batman. Yeah, I think it's the best Batman comic written in
How long was
5
Snyder
years.
on Batman before New 52?
that arc.
He was on
That's it.
Detective.
Oh.
That's all he did before. It's like 1 year's worth. Yeah.
Oh.
No, I think that this Brian Michael Bendis on Iron Man is a really, really great thing because, again, from what I've heard of Bendis, is a lot of people really enjoyed the stuff when he's on one character. People go back to the Daredevil run, Alias, all that stuff. Like, he's really strong when it's just one character. For me, his stuff with the teams and all that stuff, it didn't work too well because you could just interchange dialogue and it didn't feel like he knew the voice of all the characters. So I'm excited to kind of see where Bendis takes Iron Man and to see if he can actually upgrade Iron Man to a better seller.
Oh,
No,
oh,
I
he
mean,
will.
my
He will.
my whole thing on Bendis, and when I think he's at his best, is when he's able to sort of tell the story separate from the events. Mm-hmm. Like, that's, for me, what made his Daredevil run and Alias run, and that's also what kind of made the New Avengers stuff suffer a little bit, but where he's excelled again back with X-Men, where he's been able to sort of keep that separate from everything except Guardians, which he's also writing, so it works.
At this rate, we are recording a 9-hour podcast, so we're going to move on. A-Force number 1, yes?
I was just going to say real quick,
yeah?
just on behalf of people that listen to this show, as somebody that does listen to this show.
You want a 9-hour podcast?
No, well, not but just
him and me both.
Seeing Bryce's reactions to you in person is priceless. Like,
it's exactly what you expect, right?
If there was a movie critic line to describe a man, it would be for Bryce. It would be instant classic. This is incredible. Like, this man is.
Oh my
so
god!
good,
What a gentleman! What a compliment.
So yeah,
I do hate Ryan Higgins' comments.
So moving on, we have A-Force number 1, the continuation of the Secret Wars.
So
title.
I don't get to comment on this.
Yes, you've commented all over the place for everything. We'll move on. It's fine. G. Willow Wilson and Victor Ibanez, who that is the creative team that's doing the main
That's
one.
a cover art, not the artist. Because there's distinctions. There's no artist on this yet.
Thank you, Brock.
Okay. No,
Smartest thing you said all night.
Thank you for pointing that out.
Wow, you really weren't kidding about these taglines, though. These are awful.
Yeah, Bryce, you want to make that sound good?
Oh, A-Force, what's the tagline?
A force to be reckoned with.
Kill yourself. Good. So we have She-Hulk and Miss Marvel and
that's all the characters I know.
Sorry, Captain Marvel and what the hell's the spacey chick up there? What's her face?
Oh my god.
The one with the
I can't
staff?
remember her name.
No, the one to the right.
No, the one in the middle above She-Hulk.
The
I
space
can't remember her name.
Come on.
I can't remember.
It was in my Secret Wars. How long ago?
Your Bryce
Wait, how long has it
briefly?
been?
We tone those out.
I'm not surprised at all.
And Medusa and other
Let me
characters.
give you a hint. Unipower? Is it Unipower? I think it's Unipower.
Yeah, I can't remember what the hell her name is.
God
anyway,
damn it.
Captain
You know
Universe.
what
Captain
really got me
Universe.
mad at the last podcast was when you couldn't remember the fucking Tinkerer's name on Daredevil.
Oh, yeah,
I was
that's
so
terrible.
angry. You
Yeah,
were like,
yeah.
"Oh, he's even got buzzsaws like the Gladiator." It was the fucking Gladiator.
Yeah, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no
God
idea.
damn! I was like, "Fucking hell!"
Anyway,
Captain Universe.
Yes.
Best
So
show
that's
ever.
what I just said. So this is
Spider-Gwen's in
this is
here.
a continuation of the all-female Avengers team from Secret Wars. Go on.
You didn't even want to make a Trolley America comment.
No, is she in her? I don't see her.
Was
You're a fucking asshole. In A-Force number 1, she was sent to the wall.
Yeah.
Why would she necessarily be
Secret
in the
Wars.
cover
This
photo
isn't
of this
Secret
book?
Wars. But seriously, so I open the floor to comments.
Well,
Anyone?
I think this comic is going to be a force to be reckoned with.
All right. Yeah.
No, seriously though, who the fuck is G. Willow Wilson?
Person writing A-Force.
who's
Has this person who I'm sure is very good done anything?
and also Miss Marvel. Yeah.
there's a girl Batman in this.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
Where's
How
that?
dare you call Hellcat
that's Hellcat.
a girl Batman? She was married to Damien, son of Satan? Not Damien. What's his name?
I was about to say, now you're really crossing it over.
What's happening?
No, son of Satan. What's his name? It is similar to Damien. What's his name?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I forget his name.
What the fuck? He
Whatever.
doesn't have a good hero clicks. That's why I don't know.
What's the next title, Ryan?
The next title.
Anyway, before you go on, we give this 1 thumb out of 2 thumbs up.
What is?
The next book is the all-new, all-different Avengers number 1. This was announced previously. It was announced a little while ago. And A-Force, we knew was coming as well. Mark Waid, Adam Kubert, Mahmoud Asar, and covers by Alex Ross.
What's that
Charlie
tagline?
just got excited.
Yes, Wade's
Bryce.
a phenomenal writer, and Alex Ross is a phenomenal cover artist.
Earth's mightiest? No. Earth's most dedicated heroes.
The no means they crossed it out and wrote it in like
Yeah,
what looks
yeah.
like crayon or lipstick.
So we have the female Thor, we have Vision, we have Sam Wilson, Captain America, we have Miss Marvel, the modern Miss Marvel. We have Iron Man, Kid Nova, Idiot Kid, and Miles Morales, Spider-Man.
Just so you know, Idiot Kid is Nova.
yeah.
This is the only page where I knew all the characters.
Yeah, these guys. This was previously announced, so you've probably seen stuff about this before. Moving on, Uncanny Avengers number 1 by Jerry Dugan and Ryan Stegman.
I'll do. You know who's fallen off recently? Fucking Kubert. Dude, Kubert used to be the bomb.
Recently?
He did Renew Your Vows. And man, that guy used to be fucking so solid.
It's not recently.
But Renew Your Vows, I thought the art...
Bryce, it's not recently.
What has he been doing?
No, I'm saying he didn't fall off recently.
But what has he been doing? Because I haven't seen him
Not
since
much.
the 90s with X-Men, like when he was incredible.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm excited about Mark Waid. I'm not excited about Adam Kubert.
Yeah, man.
Keep going. I'm waiting for you.
We got the Uncanny Avengers by Jerry Dugan and Ryan Stegman, who I love. Ryan Stegman. Yeah, he hasn't been doing a ton recently. Is this Joe Mad cover?
No, you're a fucking asshole.
Who
Look,
is that? It looks like
you know who this looks like. It does not look like Joe Mad. It looks like Bong Dazzo.
That classic. I have no idea who that is. Bong Dazzo.
He did.
That's a real man.
I'm probably butchering
can't
his
make
name,
up-
but
I
he
can't
did a
make
bunch
up
of
the
he did a bunch
signature.
of Deadpool books. This actually looks like him.
Bryce,
I can't make up
It
the
does not
signature.
look like Stegman.
All right,
No, it
we
doesn't.
need the tagline.
Okay. Uncanny Avengers fighting for humanity, inhumanity, mutants, and Deadpool.
All right, Bryce. Now this is where we need you. Okay, we have Spider-Man. We have.
Why do you need me? These are
I'm
all
assuming
classic,
that's Quicksilver.
classic characters.
Who's the guy with the VCR festival?
Yeah. Quicksilver apparently
I can't even. This fucking fast forward on Quicksilver.
is the worst.
Are you kidding me? This is the worst.
Yeah.
I am in agreement with you,
Yeah,
which is fucking.
We got
killing me
Dr. Voodoo.
inside.
We
Yeah.
got old man Captain America.
Yeah.
We have Human Torch.
Yeah.
We have Rogue.
Yeah.
We have Deadpool.
Yeah.
And we have Katana coming over from Batman and the Outsiders to join Marvel.
I'm sorry, I turned off my troll headset.
Who is that? I seriously have no
Did
idea
you
who
just,
that is.
Were you talking about this female Sunfire?
The only person we haven't talked about, yes. Is that... Is
Well,
she
that's awfully racist. 'Cause
she
she's
from
Japanese. She's DC
No, she
Katana.
looks... No, she looks like Katana.
Outfit looks
Because she's
exactly
an
like
Asian
Katana.
girl with a Japanese symbol on her. She looks like Katana.
How can you tell she's Asian at this point?
Apparently.
Slanty eyes.
Oh, that was okay.
Jesus. What is...
Lane, you can punch him if you want right across the...
What? Ryan told me that before the podcast when I wasn't
okay.
here. It was, she
No,
looks like, look at, she's half cardiac, half Sunfire. She's cardiac fire.
So what is she from?
She's from Amalgam.
Okay, so we don't know who she
when
is.
Cardiac
All right.
joined Sunfire in Amalgam Comics.
Next book.
All right,
good
now,
version.
okay, we have a book, New Avengers #1 now. Oh,
What the?
what do you think? I'm gonna say a name
I mean, if
here.
anything looks like Joe Mad, it's this fucking thing, not the
Oh, yeah.
previous
Yeah.
one.
So we have the first of many books written by Al Ewing, who, I'm not gonna go out of my way and say he's like the worst writer in the world, but he's not.
You never go out of your way to say that. You say that about any Marvel book.
He's not. He's done some pretty mediocre to not good stuff, and he's like writing like 4 books in here. So I don't know what's up with that.
I actually don't know. What has he done?
Previously he was doing like the Mighty Avengers, and he's done a bunch of just throwaway trash recently. So I don't know how this guy got tapped to do. Like it's just kind of like when what's his face took over like half the DC books.
Soul?
No.
Oh, no. But,
Bad writer.
Oh, no, you're thinking Liefeld.
Well, Liefeld did a bunch, but also Teen Titans. Who the hell is the guy?
Liddell?
I didn't expect a
Scott
troll
Lobdell,
comment.
yeah. When Scott Lobdell all of a sudden...
When he did those books, they were terrible.
But Scott Lobdell...
Did he ever take on 4 books? And
Yeah,
he,
like that.
I'm not
He did.
defending him. I'm not trying to defend him.
No, he did. Like
He
the
did-
New 52.
He did Hawk and Dove, Hawk and Dove,
Deathstroke.
Deathstroke,
I know that you confuse that with Deadpool
and
because
Hawkman.
Deadpool's way better.
and Hawkman.
Wasn't there at least one more?
He may have done one more. But yeah, Scott Lobdell, too. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, New Avengers
His Superman was
by Al Ewing and Gerardo Sandoval.
Tagline.
tagline. New Avengers.
What the fuck?
Just say it.
Okay, so the whole theme on New Avengers is they're working with AIM, the beekeeper. So it says, Avengers Idea Mechanics. We need AIM to help.
No, we aim to help.
Oh, fuck. That's
Where'd you
even
get that
worse.
word from?
I'm trying to make it better.
So this is...
Somebody bought AIM, if I recall.
Yeah, I don't-
Sunspot. That's why
yeah.
he...
Yeah, so this is Sunspot.
He's holding up his CEO business card.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it doesn't
Sunspot.
have his fucking name. No.
It got cut off.
Yeah, we have Sunspot,
Yeah, I
owner of
can't
AIM.
defend this. I can't
Wait, what?
Hawkeye. We have...
Songbird.
The new trendy Hulk we have.
Right, Songbird from Thunderbolts.
The girl
we
from the
have
Lego movie?
what's the... What was that?
The girl from the Lego movie?
I was gonna say
I don't know who it is. Dracula?
Banshee's
Squirrel Girl.
retarded half sister, Squirrel Girl.
Squirrel Girl.
I don't know who that's supposed to be.
What the fuck? You mean Bucktooth over here?
Yeah.
You don't know who that is?
No, I have no idea who
You're
that
the
is.
only one on this podcast defending the Squirrel Girl comic.
Is that Squirrel Girl?
Yeah, I just said
Are
it.
you kidding me?
That is not Squirrel Girl. I mean, I
She's
don't know.
got buck fucking teeth.
know who that is, but not Squirrel Girl.
Dude, I'm telling you, it is Squirrel Girl.
That should have been the tagline on this book.
Bug fucking teeth.
We have Anime-ass Anime Man up here, and we have
Hulkling?
Hulkling. Is that Hulkling? Is that? I thought,
think
isn't he
that's Hulkling.
dead?
Is that really his fucking name?
I thought he was dead. wasn't
This
he?
book looks to me like they took the Young Avengers and like
Yeah.
This looks like some hot trash.
young-
Songbird and
Avengers.
Hawkeye and like shoved it together and
is
then
like-
sprinkled Squirrel Girl on
This
the
is like
top.
Hideo Kojima's Avengers.
Yeah, it's
I don't know what this is.
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
Super
next
Saiyan
one.
Hulk.
Moving on. We also have Al Ewing. Keep that name in mind. And Kenneth Rocafort, much to Lane's disappointment here on Ultimates #1. So the first confirmation that not only is Ultimate Spider-Man coming over, but some variation on the Ultimates is as well. With Captain Marvel, America,
That's why she's not in A-Force.
a black man with lightning powers.
Yeah, like what the hell is Black Lightning doing in here?
Black Panther and what's her name? Just shut up, Bryce. Just tell me because I can't remember her name.
Carol Danvers?
You are a fucking asshole.
No, I just said Captain Marvel. What's her name?
Oh, Carol Danvers, right?
Well,
Captain
Captain
Nova?
Marvel and the other Captain Universe. No, it's fucking. Is that who the hell's her?
She was Captain Universe for a minute.
Yeah, what the hell's her name?
Keep going. You're so close.
And Galactus apparently is on the team as well.
Yeah.
So why don't you
That's
read
a
us?
HeroClix theme team.
Why don't you read us Ultimates #1's amazing tagline? It's ultimate tagline.
Ultimates #1. Not by Jeff Loeb or Brian Michael Bendis. Oh, the real tagline. Ultimate problems need ultimate solutions.
These are awful.
No, seriously, who is that? I don't remember her name. What is her name? She was Captain Universe. God, what is her friggin' name?
Dude, I feel like
We have so many of these to get through. Come on.
Lane is the
Help me
only
out.
one that solved my cable puzzle. I
Help
feel
me
like
out.
he's so close.
God.
You have the internet right there.
Tip of my tongue. What is her name?
That's
Bryce?
not her name either.
2.
No, keep going.
Okay, that's fine. Doctor Strange #1 by Jason Aaron and Chris
It'll come to you
Petrella.
in like 10 minutes. And
Oh,
you'll
I'm
be
sure
like,
it will be. I'm sure it will be.
You're so close.
Come on.
too.
Tagline on Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
You're
we're
falling
on to the
behind.
next one. Come on.
Oh, dude. So I was.
Tagline, nothing else.
Oh my God. This is brutal. Doctor Strange. Some surgery requires a scalpel. Some an axe.
The look on his face. So,
It's almost like he couldn't say it.
Shit on your dinner.
so Jason Aaron.
Because that makes sense.
So Jason Aaron taking over Doctor Strange was Chris Petrella, which is a great team up, and Petralla's been teasing this for a while now, and apparently gave the axe Bryce.
God, you are the.
What is its name? I can barely say Mjolnir. Okay, what is the axe's name? I don't remember. What it's called.
Yarnborn.
There you go. To Doctor Strange.
Starts with a J, obviously.
Yeah.
Yarnborn.
No, for me, when I saw this, I was like, great, awesome, Jason Aaron on Doctor Strange. And, the artist, to me, Chris Petrelle's work hasn't really worked on a lot of the titles I've seen, but in this, I think it will work perfectly.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
do.
actually, this is one I'm also really excited for.
Yes.
Because Jason Aaron's work on Thor has been fantastic. So I'm really curious to see what he does with, Mr. Strange, the surgeon that can apparently use a scalpel and a fucking axe.
So what a fucking gentleman Chris Pacello was tweeting to Ryan and I over the weekend. Yeah, over the weekend. Mr. Brew, number quattro. Thank you for all that you do. Our friend
Is this
Mr.
a fucking poetry
That's some good alliteration, yeah.
Thank you. I was that's not alliteration because that
Alright,
requires.
That's not alliteration.
Well, whatever it is.
But I know what you're going for.
I enjoyed what it
No,
did.
thank you. That makes one of us at the table. So he was. We were doing a 4-way. Me and Ryan and Chris Pacello and Jason Aaron. Jason Aaron wasn't participating. Typical. Jason Aaron.
God, he's so lazy.
But yeah, he's fucking awesome. He's so cool. Chris Pacello was tweeting us back. We were talking about what because we tweeted him a while ago, and he said that he was working. Chris Pacello was working on something that he couldn't announce at the time. It was a couple months back. Mr. Bruce started all this, and it fucking was so awesome. He's like, it was finally announced, and Mr. Bruce gave him like big ups, and he responded saying thanks, and he was really humble. He was like, I could draw. This book is so good. I could draw stick figures, and it would still sell super well, and yeah, we all agreed, and
So we're gonna get the stick figure variant.
You might.
And I would still buy it, and I wouldn't be the only one. So anyway, I'm super stoked. Look, you put like Doctor Strange. Look, Doctor Strange is the new Thor. Thor could fucking just go sit on the sidelines before Jason Aaron took over, right? I mean, Thor was selling for fucking nothing.
So what you're saying is,
it takes
Punisher becomes Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange becomes Thor.
Oh. You're fucking taking it back to the fucking Battle World Secret Wars anthology series.
Don't make him look at the wall, Charlie. We need to get through this list.
This Doctor Strange is going to be one of the big
this
hits.
is going to be.
Dude, this is what I'm saying is that
gonna be big buck.
they said, okay, look, all these other writers, look, all of the fucking Secret Wars titles, there are X number of good ones, and I would say, I don't know, fucking 20% of them are like really good reads, because with any company, only 20% of your employees are any good. I'm sorry, every company ever.
So where do you fall in that category?
I'm like number 19. So like I'm like on the bubble. It's really close. But really, Jason Aaron.
So you're saying of the 5 people that work here, I'm the only good employee? Is that what you're saying?
No, bro, you're the fucking bottom. So they're like, Jason Aaron, you are not our movie star. You are not our Hickman. You are not our fucking Bendis. But you are our. You're a fucking Batman. I mean, we bring you in when we need to move units, when we need a solid story. I mean, I don't know, you want to call him Snyder? Like, he's fucking always has a great story to tell with whatever character he has. He comes into Thor and picks Thor up from fucking nothing. Like, Snyder, good fucking job, bro. You took the most popular superhero ever and kept him the most popular. That does fucking nothing to anybody. Like,
No, but Snyder was doing really good on Swamp Thing when he first started that.
Just let me. I'm on my own high. Let me keep going. So
We know you're on your own high. We have to move on with
Thor,
this list.
Thor was fucking nothing, though. Really, Thor was fucking nothing.
Well,
Jason Aaron took over,
I mean,
and now it's one of your top 10 selling books.
Straczynski was really popular,
Yeah,
and then
Straczynski
it
was
kind of
really-
waned. But I mean, so
And then
Thor's
the Mighty
been up there.
Thor was
No, yeah. So, but yeah, no, he brought it up from.
So my point
very
is,
little.
look, they have a big major movie property coming up. They have a lot riding on it. They're like, look, we need our Barry Bonds without the steroids on this. We need Doctor
You
Strange
need an axe.
to be. We need him to have
We need
an axe.
our solid pinch hitter to come in and knock one out of the park for
We
us.
need somebody with an axe.
Why the
because
hell am I
that's
using
what sells
sport
books,
euphemisms?
not Jason Aaron. We need an axe.
So moving on.
Oh.
Our long national nightmare is over, and Captain Marvel is readable again because we have Captain Marvel #1 by Tara Butters, who is actually the wife of Mark Guggenheim, if I'm remembering correctly, who's involved with the majority of the DC Arrow Flash universe stuff. So getting some Marvel love there, and Michelle Vizakis, with art by Chris Anka, who I like. Anka, he's done some X-Men stuff and that X-Force. That X-Force series a while ago.
Artist.
Okay.
What, really?
We will disagree to disagree.
I like his stuff.
Tagline.
Okay, so
I can't believe we're actually
Kelly Sue
giving Bryce
DeConnick
stuff.
writes Captain Marvel and sales fall. All of a sudden, Chris Anka's on Captain Marvel and Captain Marvel rises.
No, that's the
There it
artist.
is.
what?
You said
That
Kelly
was the
Sue
tagline.
DeConnick. She's the writer.
It's close.
It's fine.
I know, it's
Moving
fine.
on.
Moving on is Sam Wilson, Captain America #1 by Nick Spencer and Daniel Acuna. And I don't know if you guys heard this, but Remender left Marvel. Bryce, I don't know if you heard this.
Bryce just
I'm like filled with ambivalence.
Yeah.
I'm like half like so stoked and half so bummed.
I think if you asked me this, if you told me that 2 years ago, I would have been like, "Oh, that's really disappointing." Now I'm like,
Yeah. Me too.
No, you're probably going, man, his independent books are going to be so much better now.
yeah."
Well, no, they haven't even taken that big of a fall off, I don't think. But his Marvel books, fuck, man, like they used to be fucking untouchable, and lately it's been like I'm holding on to that fucking Remender train, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Fuck, they just haven't been as good. So while I'm bummed because he's a fucking great storyteller, what happened? Is there any DRAME?
He wants to work on. He wants to
That's
work
how
on
I
his
spell
indie,
drama,
his
by the
indie
way,
titles.
for everybody that can't spell.
He wants to work on his indie books. So, what is the tagline for Sam Wilson, Captain America #1?
Sam Wilson and Steve Rogers stand apart. Who do you stand with?
I like Bryce's editorializing
Yeah,
here.
Yeah, he's trying to make him sound a whole lot better. The tagline is
And
just, who do you stand with?
He is
Yeah, he does.
successful in making them sound
Thank
better.
you, everybody but Brock and Ryan.
Okay. The Totally Douchebag Hulk #1 by Greg
read
Pak
the
and Frank
actual
Cho.
fucking title because it is the worst.
The Totally Faux Hawk Hulk
No,
#1.
fucking say the right title.
What's wrong with that haircut? That's my fucking haircut. You fucking asshole.
The totally awesome Hulk.
By the way,
Who is the Hulk?
Where's the
Bryce Larsen is the Hulk.
Where's the fucking mirror? This is some bullshit.
Okay.
I didn't get paid for this.
It looks like Baby Huey
For
on
the listeners that do Photoshop, you need to Photoshop Bryce's face onto this picture of Hulk, and it needs to end up on the internets as soon as possible.
It'll just be Bryce when he's on listening to an episode he's not on.
Well, we have The Totally Awesome Hulk #1 by Greg Pak and Frank Cho.
Not the best tagline.
So the title
Bryce.
Is Bryce the Hulk? Who is the Hulk?
There you go. I don't know what's up with that. Hulk's going away, I guess.
shittiest fucking title.
The Mighty Thor #1 by Jason Aaron and Russell Dodderman. So those guys coming back. Everything good there. Continuing. Don't broke it. Don't broke it if it ain't fixed. I mean, you know that old saying that I just
But
butchered.
renumber
so.
it because we can.
Well, sure, it's a #1. So keep it going, Bryce and
Right.
Bryce. Just read
You
it.
may have cancer, and the flesh may be weak, but thunder is strong.
So continuing the female Thor going forward. I mean, hope it's more of the same because it's been fantastic.
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch #1 by James Robinson and Kevin Wada. Which
cover
again,
art.
some of these are listed as just cover art, so I'm not sure. Yeah.
Well,
Bart
they
pointed that
probably
out.
don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Seeing red.
Okay. Yeah, because she wrote.
Now,
writes red.
if James Robinson writes her as just gross and disgusting and perverted and out there as James Robinson writes sometimes, and I'll read it.
Dude, this looks terrible. Like, Scarlet Witch? Like, is she even gonna last 6 issues? Who's buying...
There's no Quicksilver miniseries if you've seen that.
Was that a joke?
Well, it's because they can't,
It's a new costume. They can't sell.
I don't
No,
think a
it's-
guy with
no,
Henry
no,
plus
it's-
signs on him can sell a fucking
Well, no,
book.
they tank Quicksilver because they can't use him in the movies. They make Scarlet.
Oh, dude! Did you guys read in Little AVX at the end of issue #1? They're like fighting the whole issue, right? In
Yeah.
Little AVX, the Secret Wars tie-in, and at the end, they're like, who just moved into the new house? Oh, it's twins, and it's a boy and a girl, and both Cyclops and Captain America are like dibs at the same time. It's fucking so meta. It's so awesome.
So continuing here, we have Miss Marvel #1 by G. Willow Wilson, Takashi Miyazawa, and Adrian Alfano. And continuing, Miss Marvel. I expect this will keep going.
Come on,
Bryce.
Tagline.
Did I crush it? Crushed it.
Total douchebag Hulk should say that. So now this one
Bro.
This one I'm actually pretty excited for. Illuminati #1 by Josh Williamson, who was he was doing Punisher prior, right? That's the same guy.
That's Edmondson.
Huh? Oh, that's Edmondson. Yeah. What's Josh Williamson? Am I thinking of the wrong guy then? Well, either way, Sean Crystal and Riley Rossmo. And okay, now you want to talk the most troll-ass troll tag ever?
I was going to do it without you even commenting. What book was super delayed? Forever
Secret Wars.
Evil.
Civil War.
Yeah, so Illuminati #1's tagline is "Forever Evil." So there you go.
Like Pandora.
But I mean, like, so yeah. Troll comment aside, whatever. Tagline aside, like, it's going to be a great book. Forever Evil was super fucking delayed, so you're an asshole.
I'm excited
But-
for this book, but I hate the Hood. The Hood is dumb. The Hood is a dumb
Dude,
character.
I totally disagree.
Really? I don't never got into
Wait,
that
that's
Hood.
new news?
I don't.
Dude,
like
there's
the
a lot
Hood.
of fucking. This podcast is like it's like an onion. It's so many layers. Like, I agree with Ryan way more than you would think, considering how much we troll each other. Like,
But you're trolling each
seriously, we
other
do.
so much that we forget that you agree with each other.
It's great to have a
he's-
different opinion.
He's just wrong. The Hood is a legit. I'm not saying he's great, but look, it's so hard to come up with an original villain nowadays that you're not just like, oh, he's just X, Y, and Z. Like the Hood,
He's just
you're
a yellow.
not
He's
like
just a yellow legend.
you're not. Was that not HeroClix? Is that Hearthstone?
No, the yellow guy that Ryan hates from Zelo or whatever his name is from Avengers.
Oh God, nobody knows.
The
So
yellow devil from Legend?
Nope, still nothing.
right,
so,
whatever.
the Hood, fucking
Jesus.
really good. There's nobody that you're like, oh, he's just another.
That BKV series was mediocre at best. When he was in what was
It was the new. It was
Secret
new
Avengers?
No, dude,
Avengers?
It was
all
New
of,
Avengers.
all
New
of
Avengers.
Bendis' Avengers run was
Yeah.
fucking really good with him. It totally built him
he
up
was
as a
okay.
character.
He was
Yeah, that's
okay.
one of the few things
When he
where
steals the Norn
he
stones, he
built it
goes
up.
from being like, he was
So-
possessed by Dormammu, I think.
Yes.
He had a fucking whole story arc. He's a fucking good villain and an original villain, which it's very difficult to find nowadays.
I agree.
So,
I understand.
He's just a
As
red
the-
shroud.
In general, I agree with Bryce this time.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, there are banners in the ceiling. Confetti is falling. No.
Well, we got a couple here.
Wait, did you want to expound upon that?
No, we got a couple here that are just. So we have a couple books here that are just continuing what was left before. Hawkeye #1 by Jeff Lemire, Ramon Perez. One of the best
yeah,
books
it's
Marvel's
good.
publishing right now is the current Hawkeye series.
Tagline.
Absolutely great. Tagline there. Bryce is half Chew, so I'll say it. Hawkeye versus Hawkeye.
Hawkeye versus Hawkeye.
So they've had the Kate Spencer Hawkeye. Kate Spencer. No, that's
Oh, you're so
Manhunter.
close.
That's Manhunter.
No, you're really close. If you'd read one of the anthology series from Secret Wars, the Secret Wars Journal, which was another 2 thumbs up.
Kate.
Sorry if anyone's ears
Oh,
hurt on
What's
that.
her last name?
Yeah, you're.
Oh,
dude,
I know this too. Why is it on?
you
my
even
tongue?
got the first letter of the
Kate
last name
Spencer's
right.
close enough.
Kate Bishop.
Kate Bishop. Yeah. Kate Bishop. So it's been a great book. So I don't know what they're going to do with.
I just want to know about what
This.
appears to be the older Hawkeye in the
Yeah.
background,
Yeah, I don't-
suggesting it's not.
Clint. Yeah.
Well, it could be Clint, but not.
Future Clint or
Not
old man
current.
Clint. Yeah.
Prior
But
to
he's not
getting his
blind.
eyes gouged
Yeah.
out.
Holy shit. Again, continuing what we've been dealing with pre-Secret Wars, Ant-Man #1 by Nick Spencer, Ramon Rosanas. Again, Ant-Man's one of the best books Marvel's publishing. Absolutely fantastic. Maybe Toby can start reading our taglines here. Oh, Bryce can read it if he wants.
No, the current Ant-Man series is great. I love it.
I love
It's
it.
awesome.
Love it.
Toby XI. Once a criminal?
What's up, everybody?
Toby's here. Welcome, Toby. You're very late, but you want to pull up a
Look,
chair?
this is
you
just
wanna...
continuing. I hope that they eventually do a Marvel omnibus of Nick Spencer stuff, because
That'd be great.
they could
Superior
do
Foes of
it.
Spider-Man
Like,
is amazing.
Superior Foes could lead into Ant-Man. I mean, it's totally
Yeah.
thematic. And
Toby, go grab a chair.
There isn't one?
I think there's more.
do you want to sit
We
down? in my
don't
chair and I'll
have
sit
another
up?
chair.
No?
We're out of chairs.
Oh,
I do want to.
apparently we are out of chairs.
Stand up.
Apparently we are out of chairs, Toby. We'll figure this out. Vision #1, Tom King, Gabriel Walta. Bryce. Again,
Oh,
tagline, baby.
there is a bold new vision for the Marvel
seriously out of
universe.
chairs?
I guess
it
so,
makes
yeah.
me
Oh, yeah,
uncomfortable. when you
Patreon
stand
backers, if you want to back for a chair so I can sit. No, I'm kidding.
Bryce is going to stand.
No.
I've been standing all day, dude, or sitting all day. I want
Me
you to.
too, dude. Wonder what I've been doing till now?
No one can hear you, Toby.
You know what was a good movie was the movie Gladiator,
All right.
which leads us
Ridley Scott?
to
So-
Contest of Champions #1.
So,
Look, Vision #1. Nobody cares. 6 issues and done.
moving on, we have Contest of Champions #1 by Al Ewing. I did get that name. And Paco Medina.
Paco Medina
What?
is
Paco
awesome.
Medina.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's really good.
awesome.
Contest of Champions is what every nerd would love to know what happens about when heroes gather.
Yeah, Star-Lord. Medina's work on Star-Lord was fantastic. I think some of the best.
Dude, it was 50% of the reason that book was so incredible.
Yeah. Now, not only are you going to hear an opinion you may not have expected to hear from me, but you're also going to hear from Charlie coming up next. Now, if you're ready for this. So first of all, we have...
Wait. Am I seeing this name right? Correctly?
What's that?
The name that's on here, that's printed on this page? Mr. A-L-E...
Nope.
Yeah.
It's followed by a CA, which stands for California.
So it's the wrong A-L-E-X guy?
So we have
Correct.
Amazing Spider-Man
Okay.
#1 by Dan Slott and Giuseppe Coyle. I can never pronounce this guy's name. So continuing Amazing Spider-Man as we knew it would be. Cover art by Alex Ross. Now, first of all, Peter Parker... Spider-Man has a new costume, and Alex Ross is doing the cover art. The costume is terrible, and Alex Ross's cover is
Wrong. You're already wrong.
And
It looks
Alex
like a
Ross's
horrible Linsner cover.
and Alex Ross's cover is terrible.
You're both wrong.
No, it does look like a Linsner
It's
cover,
bad.
man. Come on, man.
What?
A Linsner cover. This
Jump-
looks like whatever his name Linsner
Done.
is.
Yeah, Joe Michaels and Lindsay.
Look, all of you.
This is
Fucker.
not Alex Ross's best work, and that costume is bad. It's a glow in the dark, like it's a glowing Spider-Man.
Don't you?
It makes him
fucking dare.
easier to be shot at.
I
What
guess.
did we talk about Brian Hitch before this podcast?
I'm not
hold on.
disagreeing.
Not only is that there's a Spider-Mobile.
I'm fine with the
In
Spider-Man.
here.
No, I'm
Don't you
Spider-Mobile
dare
is
talk
awesome.
shit about the Spider-Mobile. Look, this is not his best work.
This is-
We may not disagree to disagree, but
Wait, is he a Neo San Francisco, whatever that town is?
It kind of looks like it.
that's a great call.
It looks like they're turning Peter
it's
Parker
both
into
Disney
Bruce
related.
Wayne.
You know,
No, they're
both
turning
of-
Peter Parker into a
I'm, like,
speed racer
studying
in the
your
box.
shirt right
now.
Of this.
Really, that's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Look. Brian fucking Higgins, why don't you pull your panties out of your asshole? He's the cover artist. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it
Oh,
should be
that's not
way.
California?
It should be way better than that.
Okay, tagline.
Talk to me about fucking your 7 covers of Justice League.
I'm
you
not-
haven't mentioned that once.
You want me to mention that right now?
Yeah,
okay,
I
here
do
we
want you
go.
to mention that because that's
Oh,
fucking
no,
gar-
don't get him started. He's gonna go like I told him.
Brian Hitch's art is
Brian
really
Hitch's art
bad.
is fucking garbage, and you haven't mentioned it once. But you want to
Hold
talk
on.
about how fucking
Okay. Brian Hitch's art is really bad. Justice League America, the art is really bad. The covers all sucked and no one bought them. I'm going to return 2 fucking boxes of those books.
Jesus.
There you go.
What's really funny is the all-new, all-different Avengers #1 that had an Alex Ross that had an Alex Ross cover we liked. So this is not his best work.
No.
This is not.
I'm not going to say it's not. I'm just saying that fucking Higgins is like so quick to do. He hasn't talked about Justice League as I've been listening to the podcast the past couple of weeks, and Pajama Spider-Man jumps on here, and you don't want to talk about him.
Hey,
Okay.
I think Linsner did this, and they just misprinted his name. As
It's very possible because it doesn't look like Alex Ross.
Tagline. We need a tagline.
Tagline.
Oh. Jesus, it looks like they misspelled that, but they didn't. I just can't read.
That is not the tagline.
You know what Mary Jane said? Your friendly neighborhood just got bigger.
Now say her other tagline. Say her other tagline. Come on. Come on.
That's not it.
Here's looking at you, Tiger.
No.
Oh my god!
You just hit the jackpot.
You're excited for a Karnak series, and you don't know Mary Jane's like the thing she says.
Whoa,
Okay.
no. Don't confuse excitement for fucking disdain.
Okay.
No, seriously. Before we move on, though, this looks like they made like they took the toys that Mattel would do.
Yeah.
They were just like, oh, we're gonna make a comic book about it. This Spider-Man glows and he has a car. It's great.
Yeah.
No.
It's totally
Neo
right.
Green.
Yeah.
Totally right.
Well, if you notice, his webbing is glowing too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Like
you
he's
know,
electric
they're
or
just really
something.
copying the Atlanta Hawks. They decided to unveil the jerseys this week, and that's Neo Green with the numbers. So, Neo and Spider, maybe Nike is
And looking,
this
okay,
design.
just for me, looking at this Peter Parker in the corner with the 2 ladies on his arm, I'm like, those 2 ladies are going to jump in some water at a hotel.
One of those
It-
2 ladies is
it-
Tigra.
That's fucking racist, dude.
No, it is Tigra on the right.
It
That's
totally
Tigra.
looks like that.
Oh, do all tigers look the same? You
Have you seen Tigra? It's just kind of hard to miss, dude. She's got a tail.
Jesus.
Moving on. Carnage #1 by classic comic writer Jerry Conway, Mike Perkins on the art, and Mike Del Mundo
Perkins.
doing cover art.
Captain America fame.
Hit me, Bryce. Just say the fucking thing.
There's a mine shaft
No, just-
on the cover. Descent into madness.
There you go.
What the fuck is... Look, this looks like such trash. Like, okay. Oh, speaking of trash. Look, there are 7...
Oh, what the fuck?
There are 7 Spider-Man...
Just so everyone knows, everyone at this table besides Toby has gotten a chance to look through this book. So
Holy
Toby
shit.
just flipped to a page, and this is his first reaction.
Now, here's the thing, okay?
Wait, is this for real?
Here's the thing.
No. Here's the thing that Charlie Brock and I don't know about these gentlemen can and I can look. A pregnant woman is a fucking beautiful thing.
Yes, it is.
A pregnant woman is a fucking beautiful thing. But they do not fight crime. So what the fuck? Second of all, there's 7 Spider books. Why is Spider-Man? Which Spider? Is this Jessica Drew?
Yeah. So Spider-Woman #1 by Dennis Hopeless and Javier Rodriguez, again continuing what they had for the previous Spider-Woman book, which has been pretty decent.
So it's really just copying Alias again.
Yeah, I don't know why she's pregnant.
So he's
but,
actually getting to do the story he wanted to do to begin with.
Well, they did say all of this stuff takes place 8 months after the end of Secret Wars.
Shit.
So
Man,
she's-
just so everyone knows, spoiler for the end of Secret Wars, somebody fucking does it.
Yeah.
Like, they do it.
Yeah, I know.
hardcore.
I-
that this baby survived Secret War.
Someone
all
on
right?
this show said who's going to be pregnant at the end.
yeah.
That was-
Exactly.
Now,
You called
now-
it.
now,
I like where this is going.
I know they're trying to, get into some new markets. I didn't realize that this was one of them. So, all right. Go Marvel.
Dude, what the
No,
fuck?
the way her back is on that
Yeah,
image.
okay. No
Do you know
pregnant
how
woman could stand like
Do you know how
this.
people always complain about broke back poses in comic books? Literally a broken back in this
Yeah.
picture.
She's
so.
too. She can't be
Maybe a
like
bit.
her belly is straight, her boobs are to the side, and her. I don't know what's going on. with
I
her
really
bottom.
don't know what they're thinking with
It's a
this.
rough drawing.
It's very different.
No, she's facing towards the picture.
Do the line.
Oh, God. Jessica Drew. Somehow, inexplicably, a hero by night and a parent by day.
Close enough.
She still looks better than Quicksilver does.
Why is Quicksilver pregnant too?
Oh, dude, Quicksilver's the worst.
What?
God, I don't know what to do with this
I'm a little
tagline. This looks
Wait, he's a
terrible.
fast forward man. He's like double fast forward man, extra fast forward man.
Next chapter fast.
3 times.
Is that
fast
Katana?
forward.
Justification. Yeah, take it, Bryce. Take it like you love it.
Oh man, he got old man Cap, and then he got female Arrow on the team.
What the
Oh,
listeners
that's a
don't
brilliant new team.
know.
And Bishop, is that Bishop? Did Bishop go see the Bushman?
Toby was not prepped for
Now
this.
you're just wearing your fucking noob on your fucking shoulder.
This is the best podcast.
Hey, Bushman
See,
from Moon Knight.
It was really funny when you made the callback to fucking Katana, but that's Brother Voodoo, and nobody mistook it for that. Everybody mistook fucking Katana
Because
Sunfire.
nobody here read Moon Knight back in the day except for Jim and me.
Okay, another big book coming from Marvel. Spider-Man #1. This is Miles Morales, Spider-Man. Brian Michael Bendis and Sarah Pacelli continuing the Ultimate Spider-Man book. Now,
I just don't understand. Like, is the target pregnant woman for the Spider-Woman book?
why don't you read the tag?
Is it family men and family women? Like, I'm trying to understand.
It's a different. Just trying something.
I really
different.
like how they try different things with the Marvel books. I really do. I
wanna-
really do. But like,
and they sell really good for one issue.
Yeah, I want to
But,
see
like-
how good she moves and kicks ass with her belly.
dude, it seems to me
Belly's
incredibly
going to be
unsafe.
kicking some ass,
I know,
all right?
yeah,
He's like kicking out of the
Kid's gonna
belly.
kick it too.
Like, as a father, I don't want her fucking like even close to danger, and she can fucking no. I don't want that, and I will keep her safe and at home.
I think the Hulk is the daddy.
Why don't you read the tagline for Spider-Man #1?
No, don't add anything to it. Just read it.
No, definitely
Okay.
add something.
No, not this one.
Thank you, Tobias. As per your request, I will.
Thank you very much.
X-Men books sell really well. Spider-Man #1. Welcome to the Marvel Universe, Miles Morales. Hope you survived the experience like all of the X-Men have.
They
Spider-
did? They survived?
I think all X-Men that they've said this to have survived.
Huh. And they're on the moon, though.
We've hit the halfway point, and we're just about where I expected us to be. So we're actually making pretty good progress. Spider-Gwen #1. Jason Latour and Robbie Redford.
Will allow me to
Again-
extrapolate my argument.
No, again, continuing Spider-Gwen as we were experiencing her before Secret Wars. Why don't
The
you,
secret history that nobody cares about.
Well, that is true. Okay. The Secret History of Gwen Stacy and Peter Parker. Silk #1, Robbie Thompson, Stacey Lee, and Helen Chen.
The
Also,
secret history that nobody cares about.
again, continuing a fantastic book. Silk is really good.
Really?
Toby
I
really likes
like
it too.
I
Yeah.
really like it.
I haven't read a single issue.
Yeah, Silk,
You
really
should.
good book.
Wait, what?
But I'm a little confused.
What is the
I mean,
deal? What
they're
is
like
it
a
about?
number
I don't know anything
4.
about it.
They're
So
like
you're
a
gonna
number 4,
do
number 5. Why
any
they go
kind
back
of
to number 1?
tagline other than reusing the one from Spider-Man?
Look, you know what? Some of the the best thing about comic books. Look, the best thing about comic books are super villain teams. I'm talking about the Mutant Liberation Front. I'm talking about the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. I'm talking about the Sinister Six, the Masters of Evil. When you start your HeroClix collection, you're like, oh, Skrulls, Masters of Evil, fucking like Sinister Foes of Spider-Man, Batman villains, Superman villains are a team. This is fucking incredible. The Sinister Six are in the fucking tier 1 super villain groups. I don't know what the fuck this means. The tagline for Silk #1 is the Sinister Silk, but I can tell you that the Sinister Six are fucking incredible. They've always been top tier Spider-Man villains. Every story with the Sinister Six or the Sinister 12 or the Sinister whatever the fuck is awesome, especially Nick Spencer's quote-unquote Sinister Six, which only had 5 members, which was fucking awesome. Yeah. The page turned.
Spider-Man 2099 by Peter David and Will Sliney. Francisco
Peter David?
Matina. Yeah, he did the original stuff.
He's been writing it recently, too.
Yeah.
As in Spy Boy, Peter David?
Yeah.
The whole?
As in Spider-Man 2099, Peter David, yes.
Yeah. He was the original writer on
the last
that
series
series.
was good, too.
Why don't
And
you
they brought
read
it back.
the tagline?
God, I want to smack something. I might as well smack the future.
Web Warriors #1, Ryan.
2099 has been awesome. All 2099, including the...
Dude, I give 2099. This
Wars.
is in the future podcast. I give that 1 thumb up, and I give some other shit 1.5 thumbs up. 2099 was meh.
I give it 2 thumbs up.
Well, your thumbs are half as big as mine.
Are we going to that Web
I'm
Warriors?
huge,
one?
man.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Hey,
Web
is there a theme going on in fucking Spider-Man? Because there's a lot of Spider-Man.
Yeah, there's
stuff.
there's fucking 7 Spider-Man books.
No,
they don't even have the rights to Spider-Man. What the fuck?
Do you think this will happen when Marvel somehow gets the rights back to the X-Men? They're going to revamp the entire universe and it's going to be the entire book of X-Men again?
Well, this is a fictional universe that you're living in, so I don't
There's
really know how to
actually 8
answer.
Spider-Man books. So, the last one is Web Warriors #1. Mike Costa, David
Damn it.
Balditon.
Trying to keep them.
Baldion. This is the Spider-Verse
Yes,
comic.
it's Spider-Verse.
So this continues the Spider-Verse stuff from Secret Wars, and it's the alternate reality team-up Spider-Man title.
Defending the Spider-Verse!
With Spider... Pig
Every
and
fucking Spider-Man.
Spider-Ham.
Or Spider-Ham, did I say Spider-Pig?
Yeah,
I was thinking
what the
Simpsons.
fuck?
I was thinking Simpsons.
Seth just screamed at you.
Spider-Ham and Spider-Man India and Spider-Britain and...
There's like a Zorro one.
yeah, there's a bunch of...
And Noir
Yeah.
and...
Steampunk and
Is that the Ultimate Spider?
I think
No, who is it? It's
between like Kung Fu, Spider-Man, and Spider-Gwen, they're going to start selling spider slippers.
So we have brand new Daredevil
Wait,
#1.
they already have. I've seen him on Charlie's Kids.
Jeez.
Daredevil #1 by Charles Soule and Ron Garney. With
Tagline.
a special-
Gambit!
Gambit is apparently going to be Daredevil's like sidekick or something. I don't know what's with that.
I don't think
Daredevil's
Gambit is ever a
sidekick or the Devil's Apprentice?
There you go.
No, I'm excited for this because it's
Yeah.
Charles Soule. And
Very
he's a
excited for
lawyer, and he's writing Daredevil.
And Dark,
Matt
different
Murdock's a lawyer,
costume
like,
for
yeah.
Daredevil too. All black and red.
Little
It's
TV
the
show
it's
inspired.
the Shadowlands
Yeah, what
one,
the fuck
right?
would you mean
It's
new
the dark
costume?
one.
It's Shadowland costume. Did
I
you
mean-
play HeroClix?
Kinda.
Well, the D's are a little different. I mean, they're giving him a little bit more like blood. He's got flames.
Based
I'm
on
just
the
going to
promo
say you
picture
can
in the
barely
front-
see...
Based on the promo picture,
It
they
in
kind
the
of
op-
redid his mouthpiece, kind of sort of like
Is
the
it
TV
not?
show
Is it
one.
not the
Yeah.
fucking Shadowland costume?
I'm
It's
just saying,
similar.
It's
Kinda.
got
Similar
some-
coloring,
it's
yeah.
got some-
Is it 99% the fucking
No.
Shadowland costume?
No.
It's got some scratches on the D's.
I think those are
Base?
supposed to be like flames.
Yeah.
Just wait till the book comes out and we can get a better look at the costume.
Look, you want to know what's fucking great? First of all, Charles Soule. Second of
Yeah.
all,
It's got two of my favorite characters in the same book.
yeah, I'm gonna fucking give
Yeah,
Tobias a
it's-
boner.
it's
You know-
written
you
for
know
Toby.
who
And I'm standing
always
right next to
should've-
Lane in the face, so,
You know who?
whoever's-
You know who always should have fucking they should have experimented on a Daredevil book is Gambit. Like that's a fucking great call.
Yeah.
Like he is a street level guy. He's never been the most powerful mutant. Like put him in a street level book where he can be a fucking badass. He's always been like an acrobatic ninja-ish.
Well, if they take him as kind of he's the detective or the guy that the guy that like gets information for Daredevil.
He's always like
Like-
known
like-
the streets.
yeah, you know.
He's a fucking great call for a Daredevil book. How have they never done this before? It's
All right.
fucking a great idea, I think.
Moving on.
Guardians of the Galaxy #1 by Brian Michael Bendis and Valerio Shitty, according to Brock, with Drax, Rocket Raccoon, Venom, The Thing, Star-Lord?
No, Star Duchess, Star
and
Princess,
and
Star Lady.
Is that Kitty Pryde?
I'm sorry, and Groot. I mean, Kitty Pryde's a good call, but I don't know. It's someone. It's
I
not
think Kitty Pryde
Star-Lord.
would have darker hair.
It's a female Star-Lord. It's kind of Groot and the Thing are now on Guardians of the Galaxy. So
and what's the tagline?
If there's any question, the Rock. Oh, sorry, fuck.
The Rock. Fuck.
The raccoon's in charge.
I expect that'll be more of the same. I'm sure there'll be some stuff going on. But Drax #1 by CM Punk, Cullen Bunn, and Ed McGuinness.
Covers.
Yes, thank you.
CM Punk.
Yes,
CM Punk. Dude, can we talk about how... Look,
CM Punk is writing.
yeah. He wrote a Thor comic. He wrote another backup. He's like
he's been breaking into it ever
He's a
since
huge
his,
Marvel fan.
His MMA career is
And they're-
MMA, right?
WWE.
Ah,
Yeah.
fuck.
Wrestling,
Yes,
yeah.
sorry, yes. I was close. WWE career is going down, or I don't know. Maybe
Gone.
it is.
He's out now.
Oh, is he out?
Yeah.
Well, fucking one of us knows. Oh, apparently. Okay, apparently
He
more than one of us
he
knows.
even made Drax, like, what is this?
A fucking MMA fighter.
No, he's got, like, the X's on his wrist, on his hands. What is that?
That is CM Punk's.
Yeah, he's got
yeah.
what is that thing called?
Oh.
Yeah, he doesn't drink or do anything, whatever. He
Straight
made
edge.
Drax- yeah, you made him straight edge.
Straight edge Drax.
That's
I don't
really
think
weird.
so.
Oh. That's fucking, that's, you know.
Tagline time.
That's
Hey,
self-insertion.
Hey, just so you know,
So wait, no more drunk calling by Draxon?
That's
Drax is part of the IFC, which is apparently the Intergalactic Fight Club. The first rule is you don't talk about the Intergalactic Fight Club.
This thing will
just
never
so everyone
sell.
knows.
And the Intergalactic Fight Club and CM Punk and not Ed McGuinness are the best in the galaxy.
Howard the Duck #1. Yes,
Oh,
again.
we're not going to talk about it. Look, Ed McGuinness. Look, they're like, look, you're a really solid artist. You can pump shit out on a regular basis. You're great. CM Punk is kind of got this star appeal.
He's the cover artist.
I think it's possible some of those guys are doing interior too. Ed
Is there
McGuinness.
no artist?
I wouldn't be
Ed
surprised because
They have-
unlike
there's no
Alex
permanent
Ross, Ed
artist.
McGuinness can crank out
Yeah.
interiors.
And Ed McGuinness was rumored for this series originally, so
But I think it's awesome. They get some star power with CM Punk. I mean,
Well, little do
that'll
you
be- that'll
guys
be great.
know, Marvel is going to yet go into another category of short novels and comic book form.
I can't wait.
No pictures.
I can't wait. So, Drax #1, I think, can carry beyond 6 issues, unlike fucking half the books in this list, which is an exaggeration, but still.
Howard the Duck #1. Yes, again by Chip Zdarsky and Joe
Dude, how
Quinones.
fucking awesome is that subtitle?
Oh well, Howard the Duck's like one of the best books Marvel's publishing right now. So
I mean, I will fucking defer, which you won't hear me say often, to Charles about fucking Howard the Duck. The tagline for this is the best tagline of this whole magazine, which is all trying to get like you pumped up about these titles, and the Howard the Duck title is Howard gets a new hat.
Do you see the Crocodile Dundee hat at the bottom there?
and Archie's friend hat.
Well,
Oh, and Scrooge's
the
hat.
Jughead
Vader's
hat
hat.
there is a joke because he's actually Chip Zdarsky's doing the Jughead comic for Archie
On the
now.
Oh,
Too.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a fucking is that a fucking Pharrell hat that
And
like,
Gizmo Duck.
That looks like a Darth Vader helmet.
Well, the Back
on
to the
left
Future
side.
hat's in there too.
It's like,
nice.
the back of a Darth Vader helmet.
Yeah.
We're just going to spend the rest of this podcast identifying hats.
The hats,
The
yeah.
Doctor Who face.
and it would be well spent.
Okay, next.
Nova #1 by
Oh
Sean
shit!
Ryan.
Ryan's boner just happened.
No, it didn't.
No, it
Sean
didn't.
Ryan, Corey
That's what I
Smith, and
thought, too.
Humberto Ramos doing covers.
This is not your Nova.
No, read the
big
tagline.
one?
Read the tagline.
Yeah, but the big one isn't.
No,
that
read the
Ryan's-
tagline.
Nova, the family business.
It's his dad. It's not Rich Rider.
Yeah.
Wait,
So idiot kid Nova
Well,
and
which
his
one
idiot
is your-
dad.
which one was your Nova?
Rich Rider.
And that's the daddy.
That's the dad of the idiot kid. Yeah.
Sam Alexander and his father, Ryan Higgins Alexander. Starring
So
a family business sitcom
So-
called Novas.
So another Nova book I'm not going to read. Star-Lord #1 by Sam Humphries and Dave Johnson. I'm fortunate to see what's his face
Cover
off.
Cover art.
Well,
You keep forgetting
Paco.
to see.
yeah, Paco Medina, but it's. I mean, I don't know. Dave Johnson could do interior, but he's a great artist. So we have a new Star-Lord #1.
You need to save this tagline.
Come on, let's do it. I'll do it if you're not going
Save
to.
that tagline.
I don't think that any of our potential female listeners want to hear you say this
Oh, that's
tagline.
true.
Star-Lord #1.
You have to sing it though.
Oh, then could you sing it? Because I'm not going to sing it. I would say it in a deep, husky voice, which would not do it justice.
That's fine. I can't sing very well, but go ahead.
Feels like the
There you
first time. Feels like the very first time.
There you go. Perfect. Venom Space Knight #1, no relation to Rom, by Robbie Thompson and Ariel Olivetti, who, what has he done recently?
Dude, you know what he did that will fucking stand in Marvel greatness history forever is that fucking Cable series. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but what's Olivetti done recently?
Oh, no, that wasn't recent.
No,
I don't know
yeah.
where the fuck this guy's been.
Yeah, I don't know.
But this will be terrible because it'll never live up to Cable.
But sometimes...
Unless Cable shows up in it.
Which...
But that's just my dream. Cable should show
not
up in all
only
these
your
books.
dream. You know, the reality is, though, that sometimes a hero needs a little space.
So this is
God, that is
Agent
the
Venom,
worst.
Agent Venom, Guardians of the Galaxy book. So
It's a book of Venom floating in space, and it says sometimes a hero needs a little space.
Yeah.
That is fucking...
I mean, the space piranhas are killing me.
we have the Howling Commandos of S.H.I.E.L.D. by Frank Barbary and Brent Schoonover.
I can't even.
It's so bad.
He's wearing shoes. Looks like he's wearing little boots.
Yeah, Venom's
They're
got
like
like little,
sneakers. They're
little
like
booties.
high tops at the top.
Hey, you know what? No, this is like Marvel armoring all of their characters. Like, fuck, man, why do they do that? I'm like,
But then the Howling
geez.
Commando of S.H.I.E.L.D. actually has some pretty cool characters because it has, all their
This is Jim's book.
kind of classic horror characters, but it also has the triumphant return of man thing. So I can get behind this.
I can't.
It's got monkey. What's that monkey?
Yeah,
What's his name?
hit monkey. Yeah.
Oh, Hitmonkey is fucking awesome. To fight the monsters of the world, we need the monsters of the night?
Why do they have two Swamp Things in there?
When you have Clayface, you got to do some Swamp Things.
Yeah, I guess.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Wait,
#1
what's the
by...
second one you're talking about?
Well, they got two right there, and then
Isn't that a scroll?
Let's Tomar right.
No, that's the
don't
teenage. That's the teenage.
Yeah, that Teen
Teen
Abomination,
Abomination.
probably.
Wait, what?
That's the Teen Abomination.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
from the Iron Man book.
from Superior Iron Man.
Sounds like fucking inferior. Iron Man.
It is a horrible book.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. #1 by Mark Guggenheim and Mike Norton. Hopefully, this will save from the atrocious Mark Waid Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. book. Charlie's giving me the look, but that book has not
I'm
been
just
good.
realizing that there was no Silver Surfer in here. Tier.
Not yet.
Oh, yeah, what the fuck?
And there's no She-Hulk either.
We got more. Keep reading.
No, come on.
What is
we're
the
almost
tagline?
there. Come on,
What is the tagline?
Oh, sorry. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. #1. When you're watching this TV show, keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
All right, moving on.
The long-delayed Uncanny Inhumans #1 finally coming out by Charles Sewell and Steve
Wait,
McNiven.
did you say long delayed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Well,
Zero issue came out
Zero
like...
issue came out like 2
God,
months
the
ago.
silence is broken.
Yeah. Human Torch joining the Inhumans as well. So
Look, they armored up Black Bolt.
yeah, the FF.
Wait,
are
let's
all-
talk about this for just 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I love mazes. Uncanny Inhumans #1. That fucking looks great.
Is that Beast?
Yeah, that's Beast.
Beast and Human
Oh,
Torch.
neat.
Yeah,
And,
that actually looks pretty awesome.
Is that...
Well, Steve McNiven's great. So
No, that's that blind guy with the dog.
Oh, that's who it is. Thank you. Reader.
Reader, yeah, and that's Beast.
No, is that Beast? That
That's
can't be
Beast.
Beast.
who else could that be?
Yeah,
It looks exactly
Well,
like Beast.
It looks exactly like Beast and Human Torch, except for what the fuck? Like, they're
Well, they
not
gotta
Inhumans.
put Human Torch in there because they put Thing in the other books.
Yeah,
Throw in Human Torch
the
in this
FF are
one.
all gone. So
So I'm not disagreeing with you. I just am perplexed as to why they would put Beast. Okay,
continuing what will be the explosion of the Inhumans all over the Marvel universe. We have Karnak #1 by Warren Ellis. So he'll write 3 issues.
I'm about to have an explosion all over
And-
this table.
and Gerardo
Karnak #1,
Zafino.
Warren Ellis. Are you kidding me? David Aya?
doing covers. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to gloss over that. Look, Karnak is fucking Marvel wishes he was Wolverine. Like, they are trying so hard with Karnak. Like, they try.
And that's why they killed him.
Yeah, that's a good point. They did kill him in Humanity #1. What the fuck is he doing here?
Yeah. He's back.
Apparently.
He's back, baby.
Yeah, because he has that healing factor that
speaking
actually
of
works.
He's back, baby. Seinfeld's on Hulu. Are you watching it?
Oh Jesus! How do we get
No,
on Seinfeld?
Hulu's awful. I've never watched anything on Hulu. Hulu's
Well,
terrible.
you need to borrow somebody else's username and password like I did, and it's
Okay.
incredible.
Okay.
Anyway,
No, no,
Karnak
no.
#1.
Tagline.
Look, the tagline should be fucking Karnak's Hero Clicks is incredible, but the actual tagline is the flaw in all things, which is a little foreboding for this comic book because the flaw is this fucking comic book.
His power, it makes sense, but yeah, the tagline
No,
is
I mean,
weird. Yeah.
I get it. Thank you for...
No,
right,
I'm going to explain it for 10 minutes.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Great. Next one.
My
Angela.
favorite comic book. That's weird.
Captain Obvious.
Angela, Asgard's assassin, by Marguerite Bennett, Kim Jacinto, and Stephanie Hans. Read me this tagline, Bryce. You got to do it.
With a bag of condoms on the cover?
Yeah, it's like, use this one, don't use this one. Use this one, don't use this one.
That's actually not a bad call. I usually hate your jokes, but that's actually a good
Now,
call.
this appears that Angela has entered the Asgardian realm of Hell, Hel, where she's now in control or command in some fashion based
And
on
if
this
there was
cover.
any question about her level of anger, hell hath a new fury.
There you go. That's Hel.
Yo, Justice League. I know this next one.
Yeah. Squadron Supreme #1 by James Robinson, Leonard Kirk, and
Yet the art is so much better than
covers
Justice
by
League,
Alex
so I don't
Ross.
recognize it at all.
No, this looks like Alex Ross.
Yeah, this is the sort.
Again, Squadron Supreme. It's Marvel's Justice League. Jim Straczynski kind of reinvented them a handful of years
God, that
ago,
fucking
and
is so
now they're back.
so good. That Alex Ross.
Yeah, this
Fuck
cover.
Pajama Spider-Man. Fuck you. This looks so good.
Tagline.
Squadron Supreme, sole survivors of their own worlds. They'll do anything to protect this one.
Is that like Earth 2 Society?
Yeah, so it seems like we're actually getting Squadron Supreme rolled in officially into the Marvel Universe with this as well. So now, Bryce, the next couple pages.
Oh my god!
Keep it in your pants.
Oh my god,
'cause
dude,
you're-
this next one is so amazing!
standing-
Extraordinary X-Men #1! Jeff Lemire, he's incredible! Umberto Ramos, he had one of the best runs of X-Men in the past decade! When he was on X-Men, it was so good! It was Sabretooth, and Cable, and Mystique, and Iceman, and whoever else. Oh, the Sentinel Omega Lady chick, she was also awesome! And Umberto Ramos was doing all the art, and it was really good! Oh my god, Extraordinary X-Men, they're not even leaning on useless adjectives for X-Men. Extraordinary. They're not even going with old ones. They're going with new ones, and it's incredible. Still hated, still feared, still standing. It's incredible. Extraordinary X-Men #1. It's going to be great.
Stop,
The next one. Oh my god, Greg Land.
Christ.
Uncanny X-Men.
Okay, stop, Bryce.
There's that train I was talking
Because
about.
you need to give people who are sitting in their cubicles right now, and everyone they are working with is looking at them like, what?
This
the
is why
fuck
this is
just
why
happened?
Levelator works. So, Extraordinary X-Men #1 by Jeff Lemire and Humberto Ramos.
Dude, how awesome does this look? It looks so cool, dude.
Looks like every X-Men comic from the last 10
Dude,
years.
Old Man Logan and the X-Men.
Yeah, Old Man
This
Logan-
is gonna be fucking awesome, dude.
Old Man Logan's getting
Eardrums
rolled
for people
in.
were exploding.
Jeff Lemire, he's
Old Man
fucking
Logan's getting
awesome.
rolled in.
Umberto
Yeah.
Ramos, not the cover artist, the actual artist.
And Lemire is
He had
getting
a fucking great run on X-Men for like a year.
Am I wrong? But did Lemire say he's done with Marvel?
No, he's getting pulled in even deeper.
Oh.
Yeah, he's taking over the X-Men.
What's the other? Isn't there a writer today announced he's going?
Rick Remender. Yeah,
Remender,
you talked
okay.
about it earlier. Yeah. So this is, I'm assuming, the Storm-led book. There was rumors of another Storm-led X-Men book continuing from just X-Men. So
Why is that news? Like the Cyclops-led book?
yeah, no, but who's the Jean Grey?
That's the young Jean Grey.
Is that young Jean Grey? I mean, that's what I assumed, but there's still, or was it Rachel?
No, I think it's supposed to be the all-new X-Men Jean Grey.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, that's all new X-Men Jean Grey.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Dude.
Magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the heck pose is that? Like, that
look,
looks like a thumb.
What?
Her body doesn't look. It looks weird.
Magic?
Talking about?
Yeah, Magic's like body looks weird.
So at this whole table, no one agrees with you. That's weird.
I mean, Ramos. I mean, it's just like all covered in like mist. It's just like a weird kind of popping out.
Yeah, I mean,
Uncanny X-Men #1 by
Look,
Cullen Bunn.
I think it's magic. I don't know, but
no, it is Magic. It just looks weird.
Uncanny X-Men #1 by Cullen
my
Bunn
God, Uncanny
and Greg
X-Men
Land.
#1.
Hold on, by Cullen Bunn and Greg Land, and Cullen Bunn.
great writer, great artist.
Cullen Bunn getting pulled up to the big leagues now, so we'll see how this goes.
Wait,
and
what? Hasn't he been in the big leagues for a while?
He's always been like second tier.
Six gun, motherfucker. Look, Greg Land is also awesome. This is two awesome art. Or can I get you call a writer an artist, right? They're an artist.
Sure.
Two awesome artists. One of them is actually an artist.
Two awesome creators.
Oh,
would be
thank
a better
you.
word
Thank
to
you,
use.
thank you. Two awesome creators. Look, Greg Land, for all the shit that you give him, and for everybody. I know that you actually don't give him that much
Yeah,
shit.
no.
But this is fucking great. This is awesome.
Well-
you know what was awesome? Future Imperfect. You know who drew that? Greg Land.
Yeah. So with this, we
Best Secret Wars tie-in yet.
We have Psylocke, we have Mystique, we have Phantom X, we have hopefully the return of a normal Sabretooth, because the Sabretooth running right now is the worst.
Oh, you don't like fucking layers and character development?
No.
He's a good guy, and so
No.
you don't like him? What the fuck?
And seemingly the return of normal-ass Magneto as well. With his
Did you read X-Men
purple
92?
helmet. No, we'll talk about that later. All new X-Men
Oh, dude,
number...
let me get into X-Men 92. Have we talked about Forearm?
No, but why don't you talk to me about the Uncanny X-Men tagline real quick?
Okay. Oh, interesting. Bigger threats require more threatening X-Men.
The worst read you've done all night. All new X-Men number 1 by
So
Dennis
far.
Hopeless. Again, Hopeless getting pulled up to the big leagues. And Mark Bagley.
His art has fallen.
Yeah.
And so this is the Kid X-Men, but that I mean at this point I'm assuming because a few of those members are gone, we now have X-23 has been enrolled into the X-Men in the all new X-Men world as Wolverine, because if you in 2 pages we'll talk about her again. But yeah, so we got the Kid X-Men minus a member plus a member.
I will buy this book because it's got a bunny rabbit on the cover.
They're about to hit it, though. They're going to run it over.
Yeah, they're about to hit that bunny rabbit.
they
What a
have
bunch of
second-
assholes.
Never mind.
That's why
I
he's
will
gonna-
not buy this
That's
book.
why he's going to buy the book. Why you guys...
Now I will not buy the book.
I'm just confused because all their X's look like different.
That's a good
I'm
call.
gonna-
I almost hit the wrong thing here.
I'm going to
support that.
I'm going to steal Bryce's tagline reading here. On a mission to make their own future by running over a bunny rabbit.
I hate you.
Oh, man.
Boring. Give it back to Bryce.
No, honestly, the book
just kidding,
I'm
I'm just kidding.
probably the most excited for. We don't know kind of the deal with it, but I'm very curious.
Wait. We're not fucking done with this. All new X-Men number 1.
Did Ryan just
Mark
say he's
Bagley-
most excited about an X-Men book?
No, of the X-Men book, the ones he's most excited about.
no,
Wait,
no,
we're not done.
no, the
All new
next-
X-Men
Talking
number
about the
1.
next
This is
book
going to be
he's
fucking
most
terrible.
excited
Mark
for.
Bagley, where have you been? Where have you gone?
The next book I'm
Where
about
did
to
you go?
talk to is a book that I'm one of the most excited for all the Marvel books, and that is Old Man Logan number 1 by Jeff Lemire and Andrea Sorrentino, the team up of the amazing Green Arrow run for DC, one of the best comics DC's published 5 years. And Bryce, want to hear us with that tagline?
Older, wiser, sharper.
Now, Old Man Logan is being drawn by Sorrentino and during Secret Wars, and it's fantastic.
Dude, it's
Yeah.
so fucking good. It's the
One of the
second best Secret Wars tie-in there is.
I would say first.
Oh,
Or tied.
Well, you're fucking wrong.
Okay.
As per usual. Name any opinion you've ever had, and you're wrong.
Oh, the second best is somehow bad.
No, I'm just trolling you. Anyway, Old Man Logan. Yeah, dude, I fucking totally agree. It's fucking incredible. This looks fucking awesome. Look, who can draw a bunch of black around the eyes and make it look menacing? Everybody. But this looks incredible, and it's going to be great. Legit, joking aside, this actually looks great.
Old Man Logan being one of the characters coming over from Secret Wars and actually into the Marvel Universe. So very
And one
curious
of the
what they're gonna
top
do with
7 of these 7 X-Men books.
it. Yeah, I'm very curious what they're going to do with this.
Yeah, we know. We know.
All New Wolverine number 1 by Tom Taylor and David Lopez with X-23. Apparently,
Dude,
assumingly,
take
it
a
over
very potentially popular character like X-23, give them the fucking title Wolverine on their comic book, because spoiler alert, fucking X-23, the comic book isn't going to sell anything.
Okay, is it just me or does this art make it look like she has a bottom part to her head?
Why do you keep hating on the fucking
God,
art?
You just keep hating on the
shut up.
fucking art. Shut up.
Just shut up.
Just shut up.
God damn it, man.
Damn it, man.
I'm asking. It looks like she's got flares coming out the bottom of her mask.
I mean, I
It's the
see.
only way they could give
about?
her
The
What are you
sideburns.
talking about?
that's what I'm saying.
I see what he's saying, but it's just, but it's
What
not.
flare?
If
These two-
anything, Charlie, she looks more like
two right
Strife. You should love it. So fucking, what the fuck are you talking about?
I
Yeah.
have no problem with it,
Where
but
her-
it does totally look like they're trying to
Give
make
her
it.
sideburns.
Yeah, okay.
Brock
I
is stupid.
I see
What
what
the fuck are
no.
you talking about?
Where-
These
okay.
little things.
Settle down. Settle down. Where her chin is, there's like the blue stripes, the blue collar things that are like on the base of the outfit. It looks like it is. I see what Brock's talking about. It's not.
And if Brock is right, who cares if she wants to go with the Strife look, alright? That's look alright too.
By the way, Strife is fucking the 4th best villain ever.
Yeah.
This long nightmare is
that's
almost
something.
over. Bryce, why don't you read us the tagline to All New Wolverine number 1?
All new Wolverine, aka X-23. The best there is at what he does.
See, it's sideburns.
Not you.
Now,
She wants to tackle with someone.
the final for now. This is only 45
Dude, this is
titles.
the fucking craziest part of this whole magazine, is that there's only one Deadpool book.
Wait.
This is the fucking... Legit?
That's the other 10,
Before-
15 books they haven't announced.
There's 50.
Wait, was this an alphabetical order and Deadpool was at the end?
No.
Oh,
There's
okay.
believed to be 10 to up to 10 to
This is-
15 books. Hold on. There are believed to be up to 10 to 15 books not announced because the rumor was 55 to 60 titles. This is 45 titles. So I expect there will be a number of other books that will be announced in the coming weeks.
can we finish the
lead
list?
up to
Right,
October.
but dude, there's not going to be more than one more Deadpool book.
No, but Bryce, why don't you read us the
Dude,
tagline for Deadpool number
this is-
1 by Jerry Dugan and Mike Hawthorne?
The second best tagline of all of these books is the only Deadpool book out of these 45 books, which is more Deadpool than you wanted. Which is
And
fucking
that-
awesome, because it's like,
that
look,
is
we've
true.
had 10 Deadpool books a month for the past several years. Like, what the fuck?
Well, there's
so
all-
now
no.
it's a single Deadpool book, and it's more than you wanted. That's fucking
No.
great.
So is
do you mean no?
Is
No,
Trevor
no,
going to be
no.
buying this book?
Oh, when
Tony
is-
Morris, the cover artist.
Wait, when is 1872 coming out?
I don't know. Everything's been delayed. No, with Deadpool, what's happened?
Why don't you read us the list?
For the last couple of years, there's only been one ongoing Deadpool title. There's been a second
No,
series.
no. That's a fucking disingenuous thing to say, though, because, like, while that is true, every fucking single month there's a new...
There has been one ongoing Deadpool
That doesn't
title
fucking count, don't you dare.
and an ongoing series of miniseries. So there has been one.
There's several miniseries all the time of Deadpool, though.
There has been one ongoing Deadpool title and one ongoing series of miniseries. One ends and the next picks up the next month. So
And occasionally with additional miniseries.
very occasionally, but yes.
So only 2 at a time?
Yes, the
For
years
most part?
the years of like 90 Deadpool series are long gone. There's still quite a
Long
few,
gone?
but
What?
It's been many years since there's been more than 2 ongoing Deadpool series. Yeah, many years, a couple of years, 3-4 years at least. Yeah, it feels like it's fairly recent.
It doesn't look like it because we leave them on the wall. So on the wall, it looks like there's
no on the wall.
6.
On the wall, there's been one Deadpool book, and because I sell out of the miniseries generally
Dude,
speaking.
can we
Because the
fucking just
miniseries
agree
is
on
awesome.
one thing, which is that Marvel's so much better than DC?
I'm actually with Ryan on this one.
All right.
I didn't realize.
So
I wouldn't say that until you're home.
I
because
talked-
a lot of things can happen.
That's literally 12 hours
we
from
had
now.
talked
I gotta drive.
we had talked about this list earlier and given Ryan, Hess, and Eric Pena a chance to look at this. And Eric, you had something really important, important that you, or kind of significant that you said about where do you get in?
Right.
Like where, like
what she
because this
said.
is, I mean this opens up so much of like, but where do I start? Like what is
all the number ones.
I know they're all number ones, but it's,
You got Power season 1 on
Mystery
the back
fucking
too.
solved.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
I
okay.
wonder where I could find a number 1 every fucking week.
apparently
Yeah. No, I mean, like anything, this is a good jumping on point for people that want to check out the new titles. It's a great jumping off point if you're done with the current Marvel Universe and you don't want to read the new stuff. Most of these books are going to have the same look and feel as pre-Secret Wars. Some will be pretty different, but the majority of them are going to be pretty similar.
Still going to pray to Doom.
So, no, you're not, because Secret Wars is
Oh,
over.
dude, can we talk about how awesome it is that they got all the writers on board whenever they drop like the God reference? Like,
Yeah.
I don't
God.
think that's the writers. I think that's
Well-
when they go through and they've written God, they just take it out. And put
Or you could
Doom.
be totally wrong,
course.
and actually the writers are on board, and they actually
Of
change
course
all
they're
the
on
God.
board. They all know the story. But no, I mean, with any
But
of
I think
these
it's
new
a
books,
great like minor. Oh, Daredevil!
so
Can I talk about that later?
no. So with Marvel, with all the new Marvel titles here that we've got, you know,
Shield. We
with
haven't
all
talked
the-
Shield yet.
this is not the place to talk about that. With all the new Marvel books we have, you know, the point of where do you jump on is the same as anything else. You jump on with the number 1. You jump on when these books start. You could jump on anywhere. It really doesn't matter. But if you want to check out any of these, this is a good point. They're going to. We're all going to come on the same page with this because they're going to start 8 months into or past Secret Wars. So while there may be some mysteries or some confusions, or like, oh, how'd this happen? Everyone's going to have that. This is kind of what happened in the New 52 when all the number 1s came out. There was like, oh, this is different. And
Except better in this case.
but it was across the board. Everyone had the same sort of reaction. So it's
That it sucked?
everyone's on the same page, starting point.
Don't worry, Bryce. Marvel's going to have their Hawk and Dove-ish book.
I'm just excited. I'm really excited for this Daredevil and Gambit. That's what I'm excited.
You mean the Gambit book featuring
Yeah,
Daredevil?
that one exactly.
I'm really excited for the Ryan Seacrest Hulk thing.
Jeez.
No.
No, it's Bryce Larsen as Hulk.
Ryan Seacrest is in a comic book?
It's a Bryce.
Oh yeah, keep forgetting you weren't here for half of it.
Check out that hair.
Look at Bryce.
Or it's Tintin.
No, look at Bryce.
That's crossing over. He's crossing over.
We didn't mention his arm's also blacked out. That means he's somebody with a...
It looks more like Tintin. Yeah, but
Yeah,
like
Tintin,
tattoos
yeah.
or something
Bryce
like that.
is saying, giving us a little nod here about giving us some hint that, Bryce could be some green.
Well, I'm about to go get my metal arm on my, what is that, my left arm.
Jeez.
So,
Do you think that's Cable?
thank you everyone
I'm
for
just
listening.
saying. No, seriously. No? Yes?
Dude,
Cable?
first of all, no.
Thank you everyone for listening to this very special second episode of the Comic Conspiracy this week. We have lots more to say about these books throughout the coming months. I'm sure once they come out, we'll actually have a lot to say about actually reading them. Brock, you wanted to say something?
Oh, I wasn't being an ass. So
Okay, that's
you shut me off.
Oh, I shut everyone off. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up. Thank you very much for listening to a whole second episode of the Comic Conspiracy. We will have
A whole third episode with Toby.
We will have all sorts of more comments on the podcast forums on Facebook, so don't forget to check all those out here. I'm actually going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Ryan has something to say.
I was just going to talk to Lane because Lane's taking pictures to Photoshop Bryce into this Hulk thing. The arm is out too. Make sure you get the mic in there because he's got the left hand with the mic.
Yes.
It's perfect.
Yes, it is.
Immortalize this day.
And once again,
Bryce.
Ryan and Eric, I really want to thank you guys for coming all the way out here and dealing
thanks
with
for
this
having us.
nonsense for like 3 hours
That's
tonight.
excellent.
So
This was absolutely, completely entertaining. It was
Yeah,
fantastic.
this is the best. Best
Great.
podcast we've been a part
I
of.
didn't get no background. Are you both Region for years?
Yeah.
Oh, you both are.
Yeah,
Region.
absolutely.
Gaming, yep.
So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here. Thank you for listening to this episode. All our previous episodes can be found at geekbox.net and comicconspiracy.biz. Forums at geekbox.net and the Geekbox Facebook group. Don't forget that. Go on there. Digital.comicconspiracy.biz. Buy all your digital comics there while you can. Patreon.com/comicconspiracy. That's where you can go down and send money to us. Hooray. ConspiratorBrock.com. That's Brock's blog. The Infinite Longbox Podcast and Wonders of the Fourth Dimension. Those are Charlie's podcasts. Go listen to that. On Twitter, I am Ryan Higgins. Brock is Brock Sager. Bryce is Larsen Bryce. Toby is Toby XI. Charlie's Insanity and Chaos. Lane doesn't use Twitter. Ryan and Eric, why don't you guys give us your Twitter handles here so you guys can follow.
So I am at the Hess Express.
And I am at Penny's Pena.
Pennies, Pennies?
Yep.
Pena.
Yes, sir.
All right, good job. Don't forget to listen to Geekbox Comedy Button, Good Job Brian, the All Talk podcast, as well as
Region Free Gaming podcast.
at regionfreegaming.com.
RegionFreeGaming.com. Yep.
There you go. We also can't forget to thank Jody Lawson, Albert Soy, and Julian Titus for their Patreon donations. This is we're 5th week, so I don't have all my info here in front of us, but we'll get all that next week. And then all next week will be our continuing Patreon backers for the new week. So thank you, everyone, for listening to this podcast. Thank you guys for coming all the way out here for this. And we will see everyone next week.